Hi, Kingdom Kids. I'm Donna the Billionaire. I am a vessel. I am a servant of the Most High. I am coming to you today. For you guys who do not know, we are beginning our bride series today. And so these words are going to be coming out of Proverbs 31. This is to just sharpen us, prepare us for the return of our spouses, which they are definitely coming home this season. It has been confirmed many, many times. And so we are just making sure that we are being as productive, as obedient as we should be, okay? So, yes, it can get hard when you're waiting on your person to come home. You're going to have some nights where you just like crying out to God because you miss them. You need comfort, whatever the case is. I just encourage anybody to go before God and ask God to be your comforter in this season. Ask God to help you to be joyful and patient while you wait, to remove all anxiety, to remove any thoughts of doubt, to cancel out any lies of the enemy, because what God has spoken will come to pass, okay? Make sure that you are praying for your kingdom spouse, okay? Praying that he is delivered from any type of, again, just like you pray for yourself, any type of doubt, any type of discouragement, any insecurities, anything that they might be holding on to. Just ask for God to remove those things. Pray that there will be a forgiving heart for you and for your spouse on both ends, that you both will have a forgiving heart, okay? Sometimes we get the impression that because we have been waiting and we have been in the presence of God and stuff like that, that we somehow are just like so entitled and so like, we're not perfect either. So you always want to make sure that if any way that you may have offended them with anything that you might have said, anything that you might have done, you want to pray that they receive forgiveness in their heart too towards you, and that God will stir up a mighty thing in their spirit, stir up the love between you guys. Just remain prayerful. And so that's just a tip that I wanted to give you guys. Like, don't walk into this marriage forgetting everything that God taught you. God has been showing us how to pray without ceasing. God has been showing us how to fast and break strongholds in our life, in our marriages, in our homes, in our families. So take everything that God has equipped you with into this union with you, okay? Because it's not just gonna get all easy and everything when you get married. Like, no, you still gonna have to fight for what you have. And I'm not saying it's gonna be so much warfare to where you're not gonna be able to enjoy it. But what I'm saying is, God has prepared us for such a time as this, okay? And there is going to be a mission. There's going to be a work, a purpose for the marriage that is coming to pass. And so you want to always stay ready so you ain't got to get ready, okay? Now, this bride series is coming from Proverbs 31, and every video we're going to do a different scripture. As we all know, I posted in my community, if you are waiting on a kingdom spouse, you definitely should be abstinent. You definitely should not be entertaining other people, because you want to show God that you are decided. You want to show God how serious you are about this thing. You want to show God that you have radical faith, to trust that he is reviving even that thing that looks like it was not coming to pass, okay? So today we're just going to read from Proverbs 31, verse 2 and 3. O my son, O son of my womb, O son of my vows, do not waste your strength on women, on those who ruin kings. And we're going to stop right there because we have a whole series, and so we're going to go through different scriptures in every video. And so right now we want to focus just on the type of woman that will ruin a king, because you want to make sure that you are not that woman. Okay, you want to constantly be present in every moment to make sure that you are bringing forth your best self in your marriage. Okay, and so a couple of characteristics of a woman who will ruin a king would be a jealous woman. Okay, you never want to be jealous of your spouse's accomplishments. You want to always make sure that you are the peace in the home. You want to make sure that you are encouraging him, that you are happy for him, and that you are able to celebrate his accomplishments, because that means a lot. That helps to build up the spirit, the characteristic of this husband of yours. Okay, so we don't, jealousy, no. Secondly, unforgiving. God says that love is patient, love is kind, love keeps no record of wrongdoing. Okay, and so we're not saying to allow somebody to just mistreat you and misuse you and like disregard your feelings and everything. I'm speaking in the sense of, for one, you always want to be praying for your kingdom spouse, that he will be a man after God's own heart, and that he will love you like he loved himself, like he will love you the way God loves you. And these are things you should be praying before you even get into a marriage. So we're not trying to get into no marriage with no man that's just going to dog us out and treat us crazy. But being forgiven means, okay, maybe he's busy, he didn't make no time to spend with you this week, you know, and it wasn't intentional. It's not somebody who's narcissistic and just wants you to chase them down and lose your mind about it, because your husband is supposed to be somebody who gives you peace as well, so that you can think straight and that you can bring forth your best self in a relationship as well. So we are not talking about those toxic men. We are talking about maybe someone who just is working on bettering things about themselves. Maybe he worked a lot of hours this week and he didn't get a chance to spend time with you or take you to the movies or whatever, so he sleep on the only Saturday or the only Sunday he gets to be off. Having a forgiving heart. If you guys are having a disagreement and maybe he said something and it came out in a way that offended you, and maybe he didn't mean it in an offensive way, but he didn't take enough time to really evaluate the things that he said to you, or maybe he was impatient about something, just like, you know, human things. Okay, have a forgiving heart. Okay, don't be jealous, don't be unforgiving. Women, you want to learn how to control your tongues. Your tongue is very powerful. As the person that he has let in, the person he has been vulnerable with, told his secrets to, somebody that he trusts, you don't want to just like use your tongue to weaponize him or to bring him down or to speak negatively into your situation or his life or anything like that. So a woman who just is so wasteful with money, like, no, you're the helper. You're supposed to add value to his life, add value to your relationship. He's supposed to find that good thing in you. So somebody who is just like not good with money, you should probably still be praying and going before God to ask God for direction and to fix things within yourself before you get into this marriage. So just think about all of the type of woman who can ruin a king. A dishonest woman, a woman who is stepping out of her marriage, who is bringing sexually transmitted diseases back home to her husband, certain things like that. Those are women who ruin kings. Women who drink a lot, women who do a lot of substances and stuff like that. Like, your being intoxicated clouds your judgment. It changes the way you act, it changes the way you speak, it changes the way you handle your anger, the way you see situations. It changes a lot about you. So you don't want to be a woman that ruins a king, okay? And so just really sit with that for a minute. Of course, I'm not naming every single way, but somebody who is jealous, somebody who's unforgiving, somebody who can't control their tongue, somebody who cannot manage money, someone who is not sober-minded. Those are a lot of characteristics of women who ruin kings, and you do not want to be a woman who ruins a king, because God is definitely not going to approve of those actions, okay? And so just sit with that. That's our first video, because it says do not waste your strength on women, those who ruin kings. And so just evaluate yourself and search your heart. Make sure that your heart is pure. Having a bitter heart, being unforgiving, being jealous, that is the spirit of somebody who is open to the enemy using them against their spouse. So it's going to be like a clashing inside of the home, because your heart is not pure towards him. You're not able to let go of things and move on into the next day. You're not able to help him celebrate his accomplishments and honor him and like really be there for him the way that you should, because your judgment is clouded, because your heart is not clean. So that is what I'm going to leave with today, because we have a whole entire chapter 31. So do not be the type of woman that ruins kings, okay? Because God has instructed his sons not to waste their strength on women who ruin kings, okay? He who finds a wife finds a good thing. So be that good thing, okay? That thing that he just does not want to be without, because he feels so unsettled without you. Like he wants you in his life because you bring him a sense of peace and spiritual strength. Like a woman should be a strength to his spirit. You know what I'm saying? Men go through a lot of things and they do not express everything that they go through because they don't want to look as if they're weak or whatever the case is. So you want to always make sure that you are keeping him up in prayer, lifting him up, building him up, going before God, interceding on his behalf. And he should also be doing these things for himself. But listen, the woman, okay, we play a really big role in the man reaching his destiny and fulfilling his purpose that God has for his life. When he finds a good woman, he finds a good thing and obtains favor from God, okay? So you are going to be a part of the favor that God showers over your husband, okay? So with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you all enjoyed this video. We will be back in a couple of days going through Proverbs 31. So get ready, put on your full armor. Make sure you go before the Lord in prayer. Make sure that you fast. Whatever it is that you have to do to receive this word without a hardened heart, and for you to put it into practice. Okay, put it into practice. You are not just to be sitting at home begging God for a man and not being productive and not putting forth into action the things that God has taught you. Like, you know, how to hear from God, how to have discernment, how to have wisdom, how to be patient, how to be humble, okay, how not to be quick to anger. Certain things that God has taught us in this season is what we are taking into our marriage so that we can be the best helpmeet that we can be for our kingdom husband. So with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that post notification bell. Check out all my links in the description. Again, I am Donna the Billionaire, and I am a daughter of the Most High, and I'm just so blessed for what God is doing in my life. So I will see you guys in the next video of the Bride series. I love you all. I am anointed. I am fully relying on God. My faith is great. My God is a miracle worker, and my God is all powerful. I'll see y'all in the next video.